With size, skill, and athleticism, the rookie out of Palmdale, California, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder and their rangy small forward, Kevin Durant. Indiana, Oklahoma City. Coming up next.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Pacers in this one. Glad you could be with us for this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Paul George and Danny Granger on the perimeter. Then it's Roy Hibbert and McRoberts. And for Oklahoma City, Durant and Green in the forward positions. Westbrook and Cephalosha in the backcourt, and Collison. Last season, this Thunder team more than doubled their win total. They had 23 a couple years ago, 50 last season. So impressive.
Yeah, extremely impressive, Kevin. They're a young team that I think is probably a little bit ahead of schedule, but you point to the leadership of Kevin Durant and his talent, the acquisition of Westbrook and Green. I mean, they've got nice pieces.
Now here's Westbrook. Guarded by Price. Picked his pocket.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock. In an effort to solidify the middle, they've changed to a 2-3 zone.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Jim O'Brien. The thing to be aware of, he said, is that they're facing a team stocked with excellent shot blockers. So he's hoping to be able to open things up on the inside by having some early success shooting the basketball. Let's watch.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, so much for advanced scouting.
Sometimes that's a false prophecy, though, and you have to adjust to what the other team is coming out and running.
The shot's good from Granger. But now, Clark, comes the tough part, trying to expand on the great season of last year and build upon that.
Well, it's internal maturity, internal maturation of the current players, and there is salary cap flexibility to add additional pieces, so they're on the right track.
But they are in a tough conference.
Without question.
Well, 2009-2010, the season that Kevin Durant officially became an NBA superstar.
And boy, did he splash on the scene. I mean, just turned 22 years old, led the league in scoring last season at 21 years of age, and he improved in rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, this kid has stardom written all over him for a long time. Looks like they switched to man-to-man, D, here.
And Indiana has possession, following the score by Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Price. Here's Westbrook. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. And talking about Durant, Clark, he was the driving force in leading the Thunder into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think in addition to how he improved his numbers, his leadership qualities really started to rise to the fore, and he has tremendous respect amongst his teammates.
And it's Hibbert missing.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Granger outside. Westbrook against Price. Here's McRoberts. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Oh, man. Shots like that will make a coach lose his hair.
And Granger picks him up defensively. From about 16. Again, Durant missing.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
McRoberts, guarded by Green. Four on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. Here's Westbrook. 1:53 left in the first quarter. We get a look at the Pacers here. What does this team need to do to get on top?
I think they need another star next to Danny Granger, and they need the continued development of young players. Brandon Rush, Roy Hibbert, and certainly a good play at the point guard position would help also.
Indiana again missing. Left side, Westbrook. Stolen away.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Here's Price, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. These turnovers can pile up, like you were saying, Clark, and when you cough up the rock, you're forfeiting possession.
Empty trips, we call them, Kevin, and that's exactly what they've been doing right now. You've got to be aware of where the defense is, and you also have to be ready to be patient and make good decisions with the basketball.
And the Pacers call time here.
Timeout charge for the Pacers. Fans, with the hands of the youngest mascot in the NBA and the 2009 Mascot of the Year.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Last season, after the Thunder locked up the playoff spot in the early portion of April, they were met at the airport after midnight by about 100 fans.
Boy, that is very impressive, and it had to make those players feel extremely good, Kevin. It just shows how this tight-knit Oklahoma City community has really embraced their team.
Another shot kept alive. Collison offline, and they are ice cold. Pacers leading by 3. Here's George. Collison snatches it inside. What I like what you said before is it's like a college atmosphere. It truly is.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's something that players can feed off of. The fans and players feel like one, and that's an added advantage when you play in front of those kind of fans.
So it's Indiana now, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Here's Granger, nets it from the wing. Granger's got his second basket.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Here's Durant. It's blocked. Here comes Granger. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Pacers out in front. They lead by 5.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
And we'll return moment. And it's been a tight game as the second quarter gets going. So it's Indiana now. It's a 5-point game. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Paul George and Danny Granger on the perimeter. Then it's Roy Hibbert and Price.
Nice anticipation right there to snatch that one.
Kept alive. Shot's good by Durant.
There's the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Pacers leading by 3. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, the Oklahoma City Thunder is a young team, but certainly one that seems to be on the right track. Coach Scott Brooks said, the process is just every day to get better and focus on our core values. That's defense and sharing the basketball on offense. You have to keep motivating guys and finding ways to get them excited about each other and about the team. And our guys do a really great job of believing in the team concept. Kevin, that's a recipe for success.
You said it, Doris. Thanks.
Well, it's obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pumpkin.
Here's Price. A 3-ball. That's good. 6 points for him. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a change here. Harden's checked in. Here is Harden, and Oklahoma City turns it over. The Pacers finished last season with a 9-21 record against the tough Western Conference.
Well, we call it the Wild, Wild West, Kevin, and for good reason. You don't win games out there if you're not playing at a high level. The West has had an edge over the Pacers for a long time now.
And that one's good. And here are the Thunder now. 8-point game. A quick shot. George gets the board inside. James Harden was picked third in the draft last season, was taken one pick before Rookie of the Year Tyreke Evans. Clark, you think that was the right call in retrospect?
You always have to look at how you're trying to build your team, Kevin. It's a puzzle you're trying to put together, and what are the best pieces for you and how are they going to fit together is even more important. And Oklahoma City felt like Harden, with his ability to shoot the ball outside, would be a better complement to Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Pacers leading by 8. George, guarded by Green. Granger outside. Can't extend the lead to double digits. And here are the Thunder now, trailing here by 8. The three from Harden. Granger with the defensive effort. Price with the ball. 8-point game. Guarded now by Durant. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
The Pacers making a switch here. Collison's out there. And here are the Thunder now. And here's Harden. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Here's Cephalosha. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Here's Price. Good from 11 feet out. 8 points for him.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly. It's hard to make a pinpoint pass from that far away. He couldn't get a hold of it.
Durant just inside the line. The Thunder with another miss. Fires the three. Granger misses. Now the Thunder with it. Granger gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Here is Durant. They need this, and the basket good. Durant's got 5 now.
There he goes. He didn't get a three in the first, but starting to look for it here.
From down low, Collison, no good.
That's his job. That's what he does. He clamped down on the shooter. He's one tough defender.
Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Kevin, when asked about last season, Danny Granger described it as, quote, trying with injuries, including a torn plantar fascia and some family issues that really weighed on his mind. And then there was the losing. He said, we've been so inconsistent as a team, we haven't had all of our players and our record is terrible. It's a tough situation that we've gone through. Losing takes its toll on you. We'll see if this new season brings some relief in Indianapolis, guys.
It would be nice to see them turn it around. Thank you, Doris.
I'm sure he'd like to have a do-over here. He just hasn't been able to make a significant contribution in this one.
Now the Thunder with it. 11-point game. Harden with it. No points for him. Green kept alive. Durant. That's good.
You know, it went in, but even if it didn't, you could call getting a shot that close a successful offensive trip, a good quality look.
Wasn't careful with his position. He gets nailed with the backcourt violation. The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in. Here is Harden.
Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Here's Durant. Scooped up. Buries the free throw line jumper. Durant's got 9 points.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
And the first half is now in the books. Pacers lead by 7.
And it's a good one going on out in Oklahoma City. Glad to have you with us for our halftime. Thanks for being with us. Now back to Oklahoma City as the third quarter gets underway.
Now the second half about to begin in just a moment. Here's Price. He's got 8. Clark, the Pacers just could not find a way to win on the road. What were they, 9-32?
9-32, Kevin, the second worst road record in the East. And they really struggled in enemy territory, in part because they never established themselves as a defensive team, and they had some injuries as well.
Cephalosha is the 2 with Durant at the 3. Green is out there with Nick Collison and Harden. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside Durant. Jacks up the triple. Shot misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Uh-oh. A little bit of a statement made there while he hung on the rim.
That's one way to make sure the whole building knows exactly what you just did. Harden can't hit. Here comes Granger. Hibbert with a screen on Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
You want to be positioned squarely with your feet set when you set a screen. That wasn't the case there, and it was a straightforward call.
Here is Harden. Not on the scoreboard yet. The 10-footer and the basket by Collison. And Indiana has possession. They lead by 7. Back to Granger. Here's George. No good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. From deep, Harden. That's good. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The fast break left the defense scrambling to react, and they couldn't get to him in time.
Pass to Granger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Price outside. Nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock. 10 points for him. Under trailing by 6. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Price. Harden can't hit.
They'll allow him to get that off all day.
And Indiana has possession. 6-point game. Here's George. Throws it down.
Boy, he flushes it with such strength, Kevin.
Yeah, how about that one, Clark? He continues to top himself.
Yeah, he's outdoing himself, isn't he?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. Then for the Pacers, James Posey's checked in for Danny Granger. So here's Westbrook. 2:37 left in the third. Back to Collison. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Price. 10 points for him. The Thunder were a decent team against Western Conference opponents, but they really had success against the East.
Yeah, they took advantage of being able to outscore and really outplay from an effort standpoint a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference.
Here's Westbrook. And it's James Posey with the rebound. Pacers leading by 6. Guarded now by Durant. Hibbert. For 3. Nice shot by Posey. And here is Green. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Westbrook passes to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. You talk about the Thunder in the East. I'm sure the Eastern teams are happy they only have to see Kevin Durant twice.
Yeah, but if I'm a fan, I'm making sure I get a ticket when he comes to my team's arena. Not just him, but Russell Westbrook as well. Tremendous young talents are those two guys.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfish. It's a joy to watch.
Now Posey, the dump off, down low, it's tipped. Cephalosha with the steal.
The interior D was lurking on that one.
And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 13. Timeout called the Pacers. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Price, 10 points for him. Hibbert with it. From deep, and there's Darren Collison on the assist from Roy Hibbert. Collison's got his second basket of the game.
They continue to struggle on defense in this half. They're allowing way too many good looks at the basket, and a good team will burn you if you give them good shots.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
They work hard out there. Go on, show your appreciation, boys. Thunder girls.
Here is Durant. He's got 13. Takes it up. Offline with the layup after the quick pump fake.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Price outside. Here's McRoberts. Durant gets it loose. Right side, Collison. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's Indiana converting. So here's Westbrook. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. A little long, but it goes in. Westbrook's got 5. Pacers leading by 8. Outside Collison. And the third quarter is over, and a good finish looks to be in store for all of us. Back in a moment from Oklahoma City. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Westbrook. They need to get going. On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got James Posey. Collison is out there with Roy Hibbert and McRoberts. Here's Green. Blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Well, Kev, when you hurl long passes like those, you're asking for trouble.
The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in. Here's Westbrook. Running out of time. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He was warning them, saying, we're giving up too many easy threes out there. We've got to play tighter defense and close out better on shooters. They're killing us from long range. Will they step up now, Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here's Hibbert. Now Green defending. Here's George. Sinks the open shot. And the Pacers lead by 8.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Westbrook against Price. Outside Durant. A 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
So it's Indiana now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Posey. Deflected. Stolen by Durant.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Pacers leading by 5. Durant gets called for the reach. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's first.
Oklahoma City on D, trailing by 5. Price against Westbrook. No good from Price. Here's Green. Left side Westbrook. From deep. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's McRoberts. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And the Thunder with possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Durant. Goes up. It's off.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
It's stolen by Green.
Oh, Kevin, he's starting to pile up the turnovers here in the second half. He's certainly not handling the ball as well as he was early on.
It's blocked. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Granger. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 5-point game. And Granger picks him up defensively. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 19 points. Now Price. It's dumped off. Granger sets a pick. Guarded now by Durant. Here's Granger. Buries the short-range shot. And the Pacers lead by 4.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Granger against Durant. Takes it up. And he lays that one up and in. He's got 21.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Hibbert, he's covered by Collison. Hibbert kicks to Granger. It's rebounded by Durant.
He hasn't had the type of game that we thought we'd see. But despite that, the team is still doing quite well.
Granger covering. And Granger picks him up defensively. Baseline jumper. Westbrook can't get it to go.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
Less than 1 minute left. Timeout called the Pacers. They're winning by 2. 49 seconds left in the fourth. James Harden, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Price. Here's Granger, and laid up and in.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
Here's Durant. The shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and so they will intentionally foul it. Here's Price. Pass to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Granger. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
Kevin, over the course of the game, they've gotten it done. This should be an insurmountable lead.
Here's Harden. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Off on the second. Here's Cephalosha. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Big dreams that I can't let pass. Yeah. So I'm on my grizzly 24/7. Saying all my prayers for my head hit the sack. Oh man, forgot to meet with the bosses for breakfast. I'ma keep pouring it on. I'ma keep pouring it on. Yeah. Your health is not my concern. I'ma keep pouring it on.